E rank. E rank sits right at the bottom of the Jutsu food chain. It's the kiddie pool for academy students. These jutsu are literally built to teach the absolute basics: chakra control, hand signs, and most importantly, how to not look like a total clown in a fight. Think of it like learning your ABCs before you ever dream of writing a novel. No basics, no future. Yeah, they're the lowest tier, but don't sleep on E rank moves. They're still kind of fun and surprisingly useful in the right moment. Check it. Body replacement technique, classic ninja dodge. Swap yourself with a log at the last second and avoid catching a fist to the face. Honestly, this move is ridiculously clutch. Cloak of invisibility. Want to sneak out without your mom catching you? Oh, this is the jutsu. Problem is, anyone with halfway decent perception will see straight through it. But hey, it totally works on your average civilian. Clone jutsu. Make fake versions of yourself to confuse enemies. Don't mix it up with shadow clones, which are actually busted and god-tier useful. This one's just the academy exam jutsu. Master it or you're not graduating to get in. So why do these baby-tier jutsu matter? Simple. Before you sprint, you gotta learn to walk. Mastering E rank builds patience, chakra control, and basic discipline. The bare minimum survival kit for every ninja. And speaking of E rank, we absolutely gotta mention the legendary 1000 Years of Death, aka Kakashi's ultimate troll move. This is a sneak attack straight to the you-know-where. The kind of move that launches you into orbit out of sheer pain and embarrassment. Naruto got hit with the full deluxe package, and even Gaara, yes, that Gaara, the stoic demon container, got blasted with an upgraded version featuring an explosive tag. Bro, that was brutal. And don't forget, this wasn't just comedy. That gag move actually showed up in a high-stakes fight between two Jinchuriki. Totally legit ninja tactics, right? Now for the other infamous E-rank gem, Sexy Jutsu. Naruto straight up transforms into a stunning, completely nude woman designed to make weak-willed men lose their absolute minds. And crazy enough, it actually works. Even Ebisu, the third Hokage, and freaking Jiraiya got caught slipping. Naruto later passed this nonsense but effective move down to Konohamaru, who went wild with upgrades like Harem Jutsu, because why stop at one bombshell? And even boy-on-boy jutsu. Yeah, let's not dig into that one too deep. But here's the kicker. Sexy Jutsu wasn't just comic relief. It literally shaped the story. Without it, Naruto wouldn't have tricked Hiruzen and learned Shadow Clone Jutsu. And later, Harem Jutsu came in clutch when Naruto and the crew were struggling against Kaguya. Everyone was sweating bullets, couldn't even scratch her, and Naruto just throws a squad of hot dudes in her face, and boom, she's rattled. Guess even the rabbit goddess wasn't ready for that many handsome men at once. At the end of the day, E rank might officially be the weakest rank, but it's absolutely essential. These moves teach fundamentals, give rookies a fighting chance, and on top of that, they've delivered some of the funniest and most iconic moments in the entire series. So next time you see a ninja swap with a log or pull off some dumb prank jutsu, remember, it all started with an E rank. For a second, 1 like equals 1 chakra orb for Hagoromo. 1 subscribe opens another timeline where Madara finally wins the war. So, what timeline are you choosing? If this video leveled up your ninja knowledge, don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell like it's a summoning jutsu. We've got more god-tier breakdowns coming. Sharingan, Jugan, even Shibai Otsutsuki's divine powers. You don't want to miss that. And hey, comment your favorite Rinnegan user below. Let's see whose fanbase is strongest in the comments. D rank. Alright, now we're cooking. D rank jutsu is where things finally start getting interesting. This is the glow up from all that baby ninja E rank training, and it's usually the first real arsenal nin get once they graduate. These moves are still relatively simple, don't guzzle chakra too hard, and yeah, they're not gonna single-handedly win you the 4th Great Ninja War, but every top-tier shinobi started somewhere, and D rank is literally the launch pad. And honestly, some of these jutsu are actually pretty damn cool. First up, body flicker technique. Bro, this one's iconic. It's a high-speed movement jutsu that makes you vanish and reappear like some straight-up ninja magician. Most shinobi can pull it off, but the real freaks of nature take it to insane levels. Take Shisui Uchiha. His nickname was literally Shisui of the Body Flicker. The dude was so absurdly fast, opponents couldn't even react. Then you got the 3rd and 4th Raikage, who juiced this move up with lightning release and turned themselves into untouchable thunder gods. The fourth Raikage was actually so fast, he outran Amaterasu, the so-called eternal black flames. Yeah, imagine flexing on flames that supposedly never die. Too slow for this man. Even Minato, the freaking Yellow Flash himself, relied on body flicker alongside his flying Raijin. When he got reanimated during the Fourth Great Ninja War, he literally showed up before anyone else. First to the battlefield, first to flex. Next, the stealthy sauce, hiding in the mist technique. This is pure hidden mist village energy. You drown the battlefield in a thick fog, then control its density with your chakra. Sounds simple, but in the right hands, it will be deadly. Look at Zabuza Momochi. The guy didn't even need eyes. He used sound, vibrations, and raw killer instinct to stalk his targets like some horror movie ghost. And here's the wild part. If the mist is thick enough, even the Sharingan and Rinnegan struggle to cut through it. That's exactly why this jutsu pairs perfectly with the silent killing technique, the Mist Ninja's signature assassination style. Quiet, precise, absolutely terrifying. Now let's talk beast mode, 4 legs technique. This one's straight from the Inuzuka clan. You drop to all fours, boost your strength, speed, and senses, and basically turn into a feral blur. Pair that up with your ninja dog partner, and you're a tag team predator. This isn't just some temporary gimmick either. It becomes a cornerstone of the Inuzuka's entire fighting style, sticking with them for life. Here's the real takeaway. D-rank jutsu are all about control. Chakra control, precision, stamina management, skills you're absolutely gonna need when you start burning through wild, high-rank chakra nukes later on. And let's not forget, when you're a fresh genin, you're officially on duty. Sure, most missions are goofy stuff like chasing cats or babysitting, but the point is, you're in the ninja game now. These jutsu are designed for versatility and survival. A quick escape move or a sneaky trick can literally save your life in a real fight. Even bigger? Teamwork. A ton of D-rank techniques are meant for support and coordination. They force you to think about positioning, strategy, and how to not be that useless teammate who drags everyone down. So yeah, D-rank jutsu might not be flashy, but they absolutely build the core foundation of a shinobi. Master these, and you won't get bodied the second real combat shows up. C rank. Alright, now we're officially stepping up. This is where things start getting seriously interesting, because C rank is the level where ninja actually begin flexing some real power. C rank jutsu aren't rookie baby tricks anymore. This is straight up Chunin level territory. Not world-ending nukes, but absolutely strong enough to flip a battle or clutch a mission. This is where ninjas start showing actual strategy, deception, and versatility instead of just basic survival hacks. And trust me, you've definitely seen plenty of these in some of your favorite Naruto moments. Let's break down a few of the prime examples. Clone of Crow's Itachi's stylish escape move. Bro, this one looks ridiculously cool. You think you tagged him? Nope. His body bursts into a whole damn swarm of crows, scattering everywhere. Then, bam, they reform into a clone like nothing even happened. The wildest part is that the clone can still talk while it's dissolving, as long as there's a mouth left. That's peak Itachi flex, perfect for confusion tactics and leaving enemies wide open for a nasty counterattack. Scattering 1,000 crows. Another crow-based special, but this one's all about blinding and overwhelming the enemy. A whole flock swarms the field, wrecking visibility and disrupting attacks. And when the job's done, they just vanish in smoke like nothing happened. And yo, Aoba Yamashiro, a Tokubetsu Jonin, actually used this against Hiden, an S-rank Akatsuki member. So yeah, don't ever underestimate this jutsu. Water prison technique. Straight up suffocation jutsu. You trap your target in a giant water sphere. You can pull the water from the environment or literally spit it out from your mouth. Once they're stuck, their movements are locked down, and drowning is a real possibility. Escaping isn't impossible, like when Neji Hyuga broke free by releasing chakra from all his tenketsu. But it's still an absolute menace that's caused major trouble for Konoha shinobi. And speaking of Konoha, they're basically the kings of fire style. The leaf is stacked with classic C-rank fire jutsu like Dragon Fire Technique, Great Fireball Technique, and Phoenix Sage Fire Technique. These are iconic staples, pure Konoha flavor. Then there's a special one, Summoning Technique. Believe it or not, this is also C-rank, meaning If you've got the skill and a contract, you can straight up summon frogs, turtles, birds, basically build your own ninja zoo to fight alongside you. And that's honestly insane versatility. So yeah, C-rank jutsu might not look earth-shattering at first glance, but they're the bread and butter of real shinobi combat. Attack, defense, support, they cover all the basics and keep you alive. Think of them as your essential ninja toolkit. When things get rough, these moves are absolutely the ones you'll fall back on. Even better, they're stepping stones. They help you build combos, refine your technique, and push your versatility to the next level. They also force you to get smarter with team coordination, so you're not just swinging blindly, but actually moving like a real unit. At the end of the day, C-rank jutsu hit that perfect balance between simplicity and effectiveness. They might not be flashy like S-rank god techniques, but when used right, they're ridiculously reliable and absolutely clutch. B-rank. Alright, let's get into B-rank jutsu. This is the middle ground of ninja techniques, the sweet spot between the basics and the broken god tier stuff. They're not as simple as C-rank, but they're not as insanely busted as A or S rank either. B rank is where Chunin and up really start flexing. We're talking moves that are powerful enough to seriously shift a fight, but still totally doable for skilled shinobi. Not rookies, but not ultimate masters either. These are the workhorse jutsu. Powerful, versatile, and ridiculously useful in all kinds of situations. Now, I know that might sound a little generic at first, but here's the cool part. B-rank jutsu are insanely diverse. Attack moves, defense setups, tricksy gen underscore jutsu, you name it, B-rank's got something for it. At the Jonin and Chunin level, this is where ninjas start actually shaping the battlefield. So naturally, we see a ton of B-rank moves across the series. Some bangers include Demonic Illusion, Tree Binding Death, that creepy gen underscore jutsu kurenai, tried on Itachi, straight up nightmare fuel if it lands. 4 Violet Flames Formation Barrier Jutsu from the Sound 4 that can trap opponents and totally dominate an area. Hell Stab, the third Raikage's signature move, basically turning his fingers into lightning-charged spears so strong they can pierce through anything. Straight up lethal. And yo, let's not forget that a lot of chakra channeling techniques are also B rank. Stuff like Lightning Release, Chakra Mode, Hell Stab, and even charging lightning into a katana. All of these fall into B-rank territory. And yes, they absolutely pack a punch. But here's the thing. Just knowing the jutsu isn't enough. You gotta have the skill to pull its full destructive potential out. Otherwise, it's wasted. Need more receipts? Many B-rank jutsu are wielded by Kage-level shinobi. Water Dragon Bullet, for example, was created by the second Hokage himself, and later we saw the 5th Mizukage throw it down in the 4th Great Ninja War. Then there's Fire Release, Great Fire Annihilation, used by Ito Tensei Madara. That dude casually unleashed it against all 5 Kage at once. And spoiler, he made them look like scrubs. And get this, Flying Thunder God Slash is also a B-rank jutsu, invented by Tobirama Senju. It's basically the prototype for his Flying Raijin, which would later become one of the most broken, S-rank, game-breaking techniques in the whole franchise. So yeah, B-rank jutsu are not just mid-tier filler. They're the definition of flexibility. Whether you're in a mid-level battle, leading a squad, or grinding through a mission, B-rank moves are absolutely the right choice. They're versatile, effective, and can adapt to basically any situation you throw at them. A-rank. A-rank jutsu are straight-up top-tier techniques in the Naruto world. To put it simple, these aren't moves that just anyone can pick up. Only Jonin-level ninjas, and above usually have the chops to pull them off. They absolutely eat up a ton of chakra, demand insane precision, and sometimes even need a big setup. And when they hit, A-rank jutsu can totally wreck an entire battlefield. Take the Rasengan, Naruto's trademark move. It doesn't just need crazy chakra control and focus, but the bigger versions literally pack some devastating destructive power. One of the biggest reasons a technique gets slapped with that A-rank label is how ridiculously complicated it is. Sticking with Rasengan as the example, sure, Naruto spams it like candy later, but the move itself actually forces the user to do 3 things at once. Keep the spin going, pump it up with raw power, and keep the whole thing stable. It's so damn hard that even the 4th Hokage, a certified genius, needed 3 full years just to nail the basic form. And then you've got A-rank jutsu that you can't just throw out anytime, you gotta time them perfectly. Look at Chidori, the lightning drill from Sasuke and Kakashi. It's insanely strong, can pierce through bodies like butter, but it demands extreme speed, pinpoint accuracy, and yeah, having the Sharingan. So with A-rank jutsu, raw strength isn't always enough. You need that extra edge. You either gotta be a straight-up genius or blessed by fate. The range on these jutsu can also be absolutely wild. Take Conan's Paper Person of God technique. It can spread across a massive area, making it brutally hard to counter. Some A-rank moves even lean into ceiling hacks, like Kushina's adamantine ceiling chains. They were literally tough enough to hold down Kurama's full form. That's God-tier durability and power right there. Some of these techniques even cross over into Kenjutsu, the Forbidden Zone, like Tobirama's mutually multiplying explosive tags. No joke, this thing is straight up nastier and way deadlier than Conan's paper bomb ocean. And that's seriously saying something. A-rank jutsu usually come out when the stakes are insanely high. Decisive battles, large-scale wars, or those all-in moments. These fights aren't about tossing kunai anymore. Against real monsters, you throw everything on the table, pulling off deadly combos. For massive clashes, you need techniques that literally shape the battlefield, like dropping an entire forest with wood release, or healing an entire army with a gigantic medical network. So yeah, if you're rocking A-rank jutsu, you're not just some random ninja, you're absolutely elite. You're the kind of shinobi who might straight up have the potential to be Kage one day. S-rank. S-rank jutsu are straight up the absolute peak of ninja techniques in the Naruto world. Like, these moves are totally on another level compared to A-rank, dangerous, ridiculously powerful, and usually tied to a single person. They're basically signature flexes that stamp someone's name into ninja history. And the thing is, there aren't even that many S-rank jutsu out there. They're so insanely rare that honestly, they deserve their own video. Don't worry, I'm already cooking that. But for now, let's hype up some legendary examples so you get just how crazy these techniques really are. First up, the Reaper Death Seal. This forbidden jutsu is terrifying because it seals away an enemy's soul forever, but the cost is brutal. The user has to literally give up their own life to pull it off. That's a massive price, but the payoff is absolutely horrifying. It can seal literally any being, no matter how strong they are. Then you've got Edo Tensei, another forbidden monster of a jutsu. It lets you drag the dead back to the battlefield as immortal fighters. We saw this when the first and second Hokage were revived, and the third Hokage had no choice but to hit them with the Reaper Death Seal. Why? Because these reanimated beasts are way too strong, they can't die again, and they're straight-up weapons for whoever summoned them. That's catastrophic on a whole other scale. And then there's Sasori's performance of 100 puppets. This one is absolutely wild. He controls 100 puppets at the exact same time in battle. And it's not just about numbers, it's about keeping precision and efficiency while the fight is happening. Sasori himself claimed he wiped out an entire country with this jutsu. Yeah, god-tier destructive. When you really look at them in the Naruto world, S-rank jutsu are always game changers. They decide major battles. They show just how broken the user really is. And they flip the tide in ways normal jutsu could never do. If you can pull off an S-rank jutsu, you're pretty much Kage level, or at least an elite Junin standing at the absolute top. And when it comes to storytelling, these jutsu aren't just hype tools. They literally become turning points. They make the most epic, cinematic moments happen and drive the biggest plot twists forward in the series. Alright, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.